From first-class hotels, flights to five-star hotels.
Yeah, the I-Team exposes a local professor under investigation tonight for lavish spending while on university business.
Investigative reporter Jeremy Rogalski joins us now with details.
Greg Sherman, well, the big dollar items come from a prof who rubs elbows with big oil, running a research program in tandem with the petroleum industry. Now, critics call his spending excessive, and even the University of Houston itself at times describes it as extravagant. So why then, time and time again, did the purchases sail right on through?
From $50 fillets to five-star accommodations to first-class airfare, UH physics professor Arthur Wegline lives the high life when he's not the one paying.
I do things that are appropriate and serve this university.
But serving the University of Houston means $500 a night hotels when Wegline travels and renting luxury cars like Land Rovers and Audis. His justification? To navigate the steep hills on a San Francisco trip. The steep price? $180 a day. Or when doing research abroad, Wegline must fly first class because of back pain, this doctor's note claims. The price tag? $5,000 to Calgary, for instance, or $9,000 to Brazil.
What that spells is excess, a vision of grandeur.
He's Tom Smitty Smith.
It's need versus greed.
State director of the nonprofit watchdog group Public Citizen.
Professor living a rock star life at the expense of the University of Houston and its donors.
Check out this expense for the creme de la creme of pens, the Mont Blanc, which Wegline has bought $8,000 worth over the years. He says some were gifts for PhD grads, but others were to do handwritten computations.
The answer doesn't come out any different whether you're using a $500 pen or a 29-cent pen from the drugstore.
The message being sent here is what?
We have spent money lavishly and without control.
Wow!
And the reaction on campus?
We're all struggling to buy books and stuff, and then that's what they're spending university funds on. What was missed out on because of this extravagance?
The dumbest thing of all this is the person who's authorizing this.
So we went to the university provost,
Mont Blanc pens.
The Mont Blanc pens, yes.
Dr. John Antel.
What's going on with the Mont Blanc pens?
Actually, that's enough concern for us that there is an ongoing investigation about it.
But what about the other expenses? Some, like the $567 San Francisco hotel, even UH itself called extravagant.
You have someone red flagging the purchase, but it sails on through.
It wouldn't anymore.
I'm not living high in the hog.
But if you ask Arthur Wegline, it's all perfectly okay.
Our funds do not come from tuition. They do not come from federal or state funds.
He says they come from the private sector, mostly big oil, which pumps big bucks into UH for a research program Wegline runs. But
is the university saying that, oh, this is corporate money, therefore it's okay?
No.
The provost says UH has new rules, and any money that crosses university books now must be spent under tight new restrictions. But one thing that isn't changing is all the whining and dining the professor does, like repeated trips to Fogo de Chao, which charges $50 a plate, but the professor doesn't call fancy.
It's a churrascaria. It's not a steakhouse. Okay?
Come on now, Professor.
Come on now, Jeremy.
Come on.
Come on. Where are you coming?
Well, the receipts are coming in at $3,000, $5,000, even more than $8,000 for a group of 70. And as Wegline wrote, it all enhances the research.
Do you think this is the best way to spend money for this research program?
Yes.
You're comfortable with that?
I'm absolutely comfortable.
Or is this just having a good time?
No.
What about all the alcohol?
What about it?
Do you know how much you've spent in alcohol over the years? Do you have any idea?
This conversation's over.
So what's the answer? Well, try more than $17,000 over the past 8 years. And that money is not from Big Oil, but rather from the Cullen Family Foundation, which declined to comment on the alcohol tab. But through a university spokesman, Wegline claims to have attracted $7 million in grants to the U of H over the past decade. And again, Sherman and Greg, he calls all the expenses, quote, business appropriate and justified. And he says he had prior approval and authorization for all of them.
Okay, and the university is investigating.
And we'll check back with you on the results.
Sounds good.
Thank you.